Podcast, episode 1. My name's Mike Good, aka No Mistakes Mike, aka Confetti Cannon, aka Judge Dredd. I am the fucking one. And this, well, introduce yourself, lad.
Alan Brannan, aka Alan the Talent.
Oh my fucking
That's
god.
about it.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
all you need. Just Alan the Talent and no
Exactly.
mistake, Mike.
So first episode, I can't wait to talk about it. It's the Academy. Premier Battles, shout out, love yous to death. It was the first thing that we signed up to do with them, and you was a complete outsider.
Yeah, I've never really watched a battle. I've watched a couple of old, like, Blizzard and Mark Griss, like some of the ones that really blew up. The Compliments battle with Shuffalo and Big J and
Lefty,
yeah. But other than that, really nothing. And then we went into the Academy, like I said, I was pretty fucking green on it, to be fair.
Completely. I mean, I remember you going there and you was literally like, what am I expecting? Is it on a beat? Is it gonna be aggy as fuck? Is it completely green?
Didn't know what to expect at all. It was ridiculous how entertaining it is, and when you're not a fan of battle rap, how watching a battle then becomes so much more than just like what you expected it to be. Because I was just like, oh, a couple of geezers going to stand in a pit and throw insults at each other, which is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking clever.
Well, depending on the battle.
Well, yeah, but like a lot of the stuff that we seen come out of the Academy last year was levels on levels on levels of intelligence, really well written, flips, coming into rounds and stuff like that. Like it was just, like I said, it was a lot more than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I was going into it after being around the scene for a good few years, like just on the outsides, not really trying to make an impression or a name for myself, just enjoying it for the sake of enjoyment, just entertainment. Going into this, I was expecting a lot of chokes, a lot of fucking really bum performances, just something what we could get real high value entertainment off from a cringe point of view.
Yeah. There was some of that.
No, there was, but it was all entertaining. It felt fresh. Whereas UK battle rap seemed to have gone very stale. It got to just a pals club. It was mates putting on mates, no one trying to progress, no one really wanting to have judge battles anymore. And Premier Battles changed that anyway, but then the Academy is the only way new faces were going to come through and start making reps for themselves off just talent and not just friends and friendship. Major Concerns, shout out always, all the love, was the best example I think was ever going to get from that.
Yeah, I was shocked at that, because that, like, I went into it, so I've seen, obviously, everything that Major's done.
Yeah.
Because he went into it totally new to the scene, he'd watched battle rap for fucking donkey's years. I knew his dad for quite a while before the first event, and his dad was always dead into battle rap and stuff like that. We'd be on break and stuff like that at work, and he'd be talking about shit. It was him, to be fair, that told me to watch the Blizzard Mark Griss battle.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, so in terms of the scene, I've been in it as long as Major.
He's been a fan
for a long time, but in terms of people actually seeing us on cam or seeing us at events and stuff like that, we turned up at the same time, and to see him going from writing for Bombshell, who was fairly experienced.
Yeah, I agree with that. She was
destroying her in the first.
Again, that first round, that stumble, a little bit of a stumble at the start of the first, but that second round, levels, it's shown that there is a real element to writing.
Yeah.
Being able to outperform someone with a little bit of experience.
And there was a danger as well that Major going into that first battle had just peaked straight after that, and that was it, that's all he could do. But then he got better in the second, he got better in his third battle, and then the final came along and he was fucking insane.
Yeah, he proved he weren't a flash in the pan.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, and I think that's going to continue through season 2 when he's obviously on Pride Battle Club now. So I think we'll continue to see him get better and better and better as he gets more confident in his performance, and his performance grows. Obviously, he's used to being on a big stage. He opened up for Soul and Ilmac, so and on the flip side of that, saw Dean come in. He'd been in battle rap or around battle rap, battling for a few years.
Well, for a good long time, I mean, he was knocking around Don't Flop. Well, for as long as I've been about, probably. I mean, like watching battles. Well, probably a little bit after that, round about when Jay Short started and stuff like that. But he was the polar to what Major was.
Yeah.
In this, for me, is like he was one of the ones. All the talent in the world probably didn't take it as seriously as he should have. He's now proven that he can do it.
Yeah, well, I'd purposely not gone back and watched any of his previous battles. I'd not watched any, obviously, before we started the academy.
Yeah.
So to see how he grew from like a couple of days prep on the first event, pretty much freestyling against Short.
Well, no, it was all pretty much because LSD in that first event was invited in late notice anyway. Then his opponent, what he'd been called in for, dropped out.
Yeah.
They needed him to get someone in, and then Jay was just there. And
he was there on the day because the mates like, so he just was like, Jay was like, I'll step in, I'll do it. And as unprepped as the pair of them were, still really entertaining battle. Like, and obviously, and obviously Dean got picked up on Team Tots, but not one of the first, say, 4 or 5 picks from Tots, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, he'd been down there for a while. He wasn't one of the first, I don't think. Maybe 3rd, 4th.
Yeah, that's like 4 or 5. I said, but it wasn't like I was just like I think it was D-Mac and then Major, and then he was after that. I'm sure like possibly I-Kid was next, and then it was Dean. I'm not 100%, but he was there or thereabouts anyway.
Yeah.
But he's just got. You've seen him grow in terms of his writing. Like you've seen Major's performance grow. Dean's writing's got so much better to the point where his final was fucking phenomenal.
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily true because that first battle was so last minute, so thrown together against the mate. It wasn't. You couldn't judge that the same ways that all the other battles that day were judged.
Yeah.
But he'd proven that he was versatile enough to go through off that, be it last minute prep and stuff like that. That's why I thought he got through. Everyone knew he had the experience, and that's why that was possible for him to adapt so quickly. That's why I think it's hard to call a true projection of his ability to change is because of that point. Whereas Majors, you can see everything's clean. He's had time to write and prep for each of his battles. Dean's not had that. That's a cloud under that point.
Dean's openly said like he'd half-ass battles go into him, not prepped at all. Like write a couple of days before and just try and learn it, and then go in and whatever you got out, you got out.
Yeah.
But in terms of like his semis and his finals performance, he prepped well in advance. He'd had his shit down for weeks in advance before he got on the stage, before he got in front of a crowd, and that has obviously shown in his performance and the fact that he picked up fucking win.
But yeah, I think that's obvious. If you saw him on that first event, what his attitude was to that one the next event, you could see he was completely switched on. He realised that, like Major, you could see that with Majors in the first event, like he was like, shit, if I do well here, I'm to the fucking top within a year.
Yeah.
And I think that was not there the first event for Dean until they saw how packed that event was and the hype about it.
Yeah, because it was rammed and it was a fucking insanely good atmosphere. Like say, so many people showing up for lower tier battlers, people that you'd not really heard of, and some newcomers. For it to be that packed and for the atmosphere to be that high it's a testament to what the Academy did for UK Battle Rap last year.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think that's happened in a long time in UK Battle Rap. What happened last year? I can't remember a tournament where maybe Don't Flop 2-on-2 tournament had a bit of weight behind it. There was quite a bit of pull, but there's been no other tournament I can think of what Like, and on the final, when it was all over, after I finished judging, like, I felt like I was nervous as fuck going into that, like, before that, just because of that. More of that battle than Soul Ilmac.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that was going to be a nightmare to fucking judge.
Yeah.
But I felt like a fucking uncle going into this.
Because you were invested in it, you'd gone right through their full academy story with them. And it's going to be very much the same, I would have thought, this year, with the new crop. Going through, starting out, meeting these guys that have never met before. There's so many in this year that have never battled before as well. So much that's got the potential of like a new major where we've never seen them before to go and fucking skyrocket to the top. So it should be really exciting. I mean, getting on to that, the lineup for this year is, so we've got Shamalele.
Honestly, my favourite fucking battle name ever.
Milky.
Right, Gotta Kill It. He's been knocking around dub for a while. He's one of the names when everything got announced. I was like, oh shit, Milky could do fucking really well in this. He's likeable. He can fucking rhyme. He doesn't choke. I just hope he takes it seriously.
Slester.
Not a fucking Scooby, mate.
Rubik's.
Yeah, he's had a few battles. He's shown that he can do it. I don't know if it's knowledge who he's battling, so we can't really say more on that. He's won what the people have heard of.
Right.
So he's got a bit of expectation behind him, maybe.
Lizzie C.
Irish, choked against Ty.
Right.
In Ty's second battle. All over the forums at the moment, but again, I think it's her level. Mm-hmm. If she gets into a team and takes management, takes on what she's told, I think she's got real ability.
Terms.
Again, another name. Is a lot of that what's going to happen this season, especially the first one is going to be a punch, but it's just they're there to make a mark like Major was.
Mites.
Again, not one I've heard of. Zebedee, I've heard a bit of. Never actually watched any of his battles though.
Nayfunk. Guy forgot his name on the academy tweet that he put out the other day. But he's like, it's Nayfunk from West Midlands in Academy 19.
All of you, every single one of the intro videos I've seen so far fucking suck. All of you need to step up and say it with your chest. Nayfunk, I think he's battled once on a battle rap resume in the park. Not watched it. I think he's on the forum. He's on the forum, but he might be one of the admins. He's done a load of the posters for a lot of events recently, but I haven't actually listened to him.
Okay, Topher.
Watched one battle of his, weren't that impressed. Interesting to see. Yeah, well, if it's the same fucking guy, obviously, but...
Yeah. Easy.
He's been talking a lot of shit on the forum recently, is Easy. As long as he can back it up. There's a few of them.
Yeah.
There's a fair few of them, but they need to be able to back it up, but...
King.
Is this the guy what was in the on-beat audio?
Yeah, so was it, yeah.
Right, King,
which I rated that too.
I really liked that song. I thought your fucking audio was fucking garbage though. Up that, keep on doing that, I think you'd be doing alright.
Yana. Can't say it. Yana.
Yana, the forums, your liability. Stay off that shit. Just...
stay off that shit drunk.
Agreed. And stop saying other battlers have fucked you. It's weird.
Super weird.
But 2 battles in, both done decent numbers for him. And yeah, I think he's going to be thereabouts.
Context.
Not heard of.
Just Jay.
Just Jay. I talked to Just Jay briefly. he's another battler. He's had a few battles. I think he's learning his craft. I hope he takes battling on the academy a lot more serious than battling on Dub Scandal. That's what I'm saying.
Chapo or Chapo?
I'm guessing it's Chapo, you fucking idiot.
Again. Never know. This is very much a Kiz-Sizz situation.
Yeah. Ask him before you interview him.
Yeah.
That is all I'm saying, but I don't know.
El Chapo.
El Chapo, yeah.
Sam Hypes.
Heard his name, not watched him.
Benny P.
He's been on a bunch of Don't Flop cards recently. Actually, Benny P has probably had the best Academy intro song so far. The one, Off Your Note. Right, carry on that shit, yeah. Alright, love it.
Grazzo.
Not seen him.
Intimidation.
Another one what's
better be
been
aggressive as fuck.
He's another one what he's been mentioned on the forum a lot recently, but not on my radar at the moment.
Rabo?
Rabda. You fucking idiot.
I can't see for shit. Rabda. Rabda.
Rabo!
That's definitely what I'm going to call him from now on though. Yo, Rabo!
Your battle rap name's changed, sorry bro. Again, no, I've heard him mentioned, but I've honestly never watched it.
Scabman the Scaldy.
Right, nearly as good as Smashalele or whatever it's called. But I'm guessing it's another one of those Irish dons.
He's got to have some sort of significance.
But it doesn't mean fucking nout in Salford.
Shawnee B.
Not watched.
Maddo.
I think he's another one of Dub Scandal's. Lot what seem to be filling these academy spots up each year, which I'm expecting, to be honest. I think it's that type of league. No disrespect, I think that's where you earn your stripes these days. I hope they push on more this year, but...
Visual. No.
Sick name, mate. You're a rapper.
Yeah. And Score.
No, again, it's another one I've not heard of. I wish that a lot of these would start putting shit out. Just little sends, just trying to get the name out there, but no one seems to have, apart from like Jan, obviously. Was Will Ross not on that?
Will's not on that because he wasn't available for the first Academy event, and he has been
picked up by Dialect.
That's
their first pick.
So there's two progressing. Obviously, if you don't know, you should know. If there's two progressing, one for each manager, straight through to the final 16 without coming.
Each manager
to the qualifier.
Tox again from last year.
Tox again, yeah.
New manager coming
out
in
this year, but he's been replaced by Dialect.
Honestly, I think it's a fucking great move.
Love Flawless, love the guy to bits.
But you couldn't have them two dons working, trying to work.
Yeah. But being replaced by Dialect is no. You're not really losing anything. What you lose from Flawless, we'll still get at events. He'll still be there. You'll still see him. He'll still be about.
And not even that.
He'll still talk his shit. And you're replacing him with Dialect, so there's literally it's not. You're
picking him with possibly one of the UK GOATs. I mean, he's literally learned more rapping at events than probably anyone else I can think of in the UK scene. He can change his ability to suit a crowd more than I can think of most other battlers. He can battle at a Don't Flop a main stage event, or he can battle at a King of the Ronalds event, and he'd be loved everywhere. Alright, so 2019, can't wait for it. Nick, are we going to do a better job in filming the battles this year?
No, you mean dickhead.
How does he know that's not what we're doing? It's been a year.
So he might be the first podcast, but he's known as a little bit longer.
Yeah, he's known us a long time. Long enough to know we proper knobheads.
Like, what does Mike do? Mike drinks and insults people.
Yep. Alan just drinks.
Well. No, you don't drink well. I insult people well.
Yeah.
You don't drink well.
No.
I drink well.
No.
I
Just wait a
definitely
second.
drink well.
Was it the quarterfinals of the Academy last year?
Let's talk about it.
Where
Let's talk about
Soul and Bobby was the headliner.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I
And-
remember some of that day.
And literally all the footage we shot with you got scrapped.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
it. Where was that footage, Alan?
So.
Where was that footage?
It's in the bin.
In the
It's
bin.
on the editing floor. So yeah. So I got
episode.
fucked up at all the events last year, but I got majorly fucked up at the quarters. I threw up about 11 o'clock. Half 11. It was not a great event to get fucked up at either because it was the one that was in the small venue up the stairs, so I had to climb a lot of stairs.
I can't remember what that venue's actually called now. I remember it's Crack Gallery.
AMA or something silly like
It
that.
sounds
It's
like a
basically
really
bunch
shit.
of fucking letters.
Yeah, it sounds like a shit indie band name.
Yeah.
Right.
So
okay.
up a lot of stairs. I had to climb loads of stairs.
And we had a fucking.
Because there was no way I was going to throw up outside in front of people.
Oh no.
I mean, you said I was talking to people outside. I don't remember that. I remember speaking to Kofi for maybe half an hour.
Oh.
Don't remember what Kofi said. Great guy. Don't remember.
Shout out Snoop from Gift of the Gab.
I was talking to him. Apparently. I don't know who he is.
At this point, Snoop thought we were both battling that day, and thought it was ridiculous that he was that trashed.
Can I just say before you continue that you've not only insulted the owners of this venue, but every other person that you spoke to that wasn't Kofi or Snoop.
No, he's not insulting him if he can't remember that conversation.
I've not insulted the owners of the venue by saying they've got a trash name for their venue. That's not insulting anyone, that is just facts. I have not insulted them by saying there is a shit ton of stairs. There are a shit ton of stairs, and when you're fucking leathered, they're not something you ought to be climbing.
Oh no, because
I'm
I'm
not
walking down.
Also, not insulted anybody that I spoke to at that event, because no one gives a fuck about me.
Facts.
Nobody cares whether or not I remember speaking to him. No one's sat at home now going, oh my god, I can't believe I doesn't remember that conversation. It was so deep.
Oh, that guy, he means so much to me.
No one cares.
If
So
anyone
anyway.
cared about any of us, it'd be a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
Even my wife
Yeah.
doesn't.
No, my wife definitely doesn't.
It's like,
Both your wives
Cares
care
about
about
me.
me.
right,
She
no,
cares about me a little bit.
not much though.
No, not much.
Not so much that you should be married.
Not so much that she hasn't left me yet.
Right, okay,
She's
go
a
back to the academy
ample
now.
opportunity.
Not some
Anyway.
weird family
Yeah, we're going
trauma
off. Yeah, we're going off on a
issues.
tangent. Anyway, yeah. So long and short of it, I got fucked up. No one gives a shit about me.
Oh, we all cared because on camera, I think it's during
Yeah,
the Blitz major battle.
No.
Halfway through it, you can literally see you
It's
go,
the first
oh, I
battle.
can't function as a human being
It's
to,
not that
oh,
battle. It's,
I'm on camera.
It's not that battle. It was Ellis-Dean and.
See, is that the first half you can't
Who the
remember?
fuck was Dean battling that day?
Dab?
No, it
No,
wasn't
Dab
Dark.
was the same we were.
Yeah.
Icon?
No, Ikid didn't battle Ikid. Mage did. That was the semis.
I were
Whoever Dean battled at the quarters and beat, because obviously Dean went through. Sorry, I can't remember your name. You probably don't care. But yeah, so whoever that was, I woke up about. I literally woke up.
We don't care about you as much as you don't care about us. That's all we're saying.
Third of the way through Dean's first round. You'd already spat your first round. I don't remember that. I woke up about a third of the way through Dean's first, and it was literally like someone just switched the light on.
You can see
I
it
went
in the night.
from fucked to sober in a matter of minutes, and then started drinking again.
And then can't remember Soul or Bobby.
I do remember Sol and Bobby. Yeah, I do remember that.
What part of that do you remember?
Being stood at the back.
Right, okay. So talking about the academy then. So you've gone into it, you've experienced the highs of the highs
Yeah.
of the academy.
Yeah.
What are the bottoms of the
The
bottoms?
toilet's in that gap up the stairs.
Right, personal low. Come on, there's gotta be
That
worse.
was a personal low. Like, those toilets were fucking gross, and I had to throw up in there.
multiple
That
times.
was not. It was not a happy time for me. Anyway, Sorry if Prem was going to put on any events there.
Oh, I thought that. So, personal low points.
Personal low point, as in battles?
Yeah. Oh, well, performances then, not just one, because one person can be really good in a battle and the other person can fucking let a battle down. You shouldn't take away from that. So, just a
personal low for me was Bracer. He's a fucking. I love iKid. I know he's mates with iKid. Seems like a sound. Yeah, he seems like a sound guy. In fairness, when we spoke to him, has a lot to say on camera. He's extra as shit when everybody else is battling.
He's no hype man better or worse.
He's literally. Bracer was better watching him watch other people
than he was
actually watching him. Which is a shame, because when you've got that much to say when everybody else, when your team is at it, for you to then get up and spit 4 bars.
Yeah. Oh,
4, like literally 4 bars.
He does have the best ad-lib
time.
The best ad-lib game in the world, though.
Yeah, he's got. Like I say, he's a great guy. He's a funny guy.
Say that shit I don't understand again. Joining Barnier in the first thing, it was my favourite ad-lib. I think I've seen it live in battle.
That's a personal high as well. Like Barnier spitting that French shit was just like everyone in the room just went, "What the fuck just happened? Like, what the fuck was that? No one's ever done that before."
Well, as far as you know.
Well,
I'm guessing in French leagues it's quite well done.
It's probably quite
common. Probably Canadian leagues as well.
Is anybody standing on a French battle rap league spitting in English? Just one fucking...
Maybe.
One round?
I wouldn't know, but I don't understand the rest of it, so it might be a different language to that.
So... But yeah, that was a high. It was a low, unfortunately. What about you?
Anubis.
Oh.
Get in the bin.
He's such a
right, mate,
boy.
I love you, mate. But you talked.
Yeah,
you talked all the shit before it. I mean, all like you talked more shit before that than Yaniv has talked since. Like, not even just about it. You talked all the game, and then you turned up and spat about being on a coke binge for the last 4 days and doing now.
I don't personally know what you spat about because I couldn't hear you. Like, we was on that first event, we was on the stage, you was obviously in a pit at Zombie Shack.
Yeah, you had your back to us, but...
Yeah, you had your back to us. I genuinely, without a word of a lie, it could have been the best 3 rounds that anyone's ever spit. Couldn't hear a fucking word of it, so I don't know what you said. So I can't fairly judge whether or not you was any good because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I agree, but he's also got my high moment in the academy where he passed out at the back of the event, at the same event you flaked at. Honestly,
that was
out of people passing out at events, that is tip-top. You fell asleep with a fucking drone metal band playing above your head.
That was full on.
Loud.
Yeah.
It was a loud gig. I don't understand. I don't understand how you managed it, but kudos. I appreciate you.
Well done, lad.
More of that shit next year.
Yeah,
nice
I want to see you passed out at every event.
But yeah, unless you're rapping. But actually make sure you rap.
But you won't be because you're not on Prem and you're not in the academy. So just passed out. It's fine.
Yeah, that'll do me. Yeah, just turn up and pass out. What about you? Is there any other high points or low points? Or points you were disappointed, moments you were disappointed in? I got one battle what I was quite a little bit let down by. What automatically springs to mind? Frost Harper.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Frost.
I love both of you.
Yeah,
shout out both.
Darpa's also a good shout for the semis because he had a bit of a choke, bit of a stumble. Which he's done a few times and pulled it back fairly easily and managed to get away with it. In the semis, he didn't pull it back. He came to me, I spoke to him just after the battle.
We're an happy guy.
And he was very, very disappointed in himself, like fucking fuming. Because, like, up until that stumble, it was very, very close between him and Dean. Very, very close.
Judging that battle, watching it back, I was... Before that, I think I still slightly edged it to Dean.
Yeah, but it was ridiculously close. Like, he had a good shout for getting into the final, and It was a shame that he had that stumble. Like I say, there was no one more disappointed in that performance than him himself. So, Frost, Darper, like saying in the previous round, I expected Frost to go a lot further than he did. He possibly should have gone a lot further than he did. He's a fucking great guy, really, really funny, talks his shit, fully confident, raps really well, writes really well.
Agreed.
So, you know, like, that is possibly a big disappointment. Like I said, I could have seen him go further, possibly even win it, but unfortunately.
The event what you
Were
blur for.
Yeah.
Do you how much of the iKid Loxy battle do you remember?
None of it.
Like 0.
Like 0.
Because at the end of it, you was quite adamant that you thought.
What's that?
Yeah, like outside.
Who did I think more? What was that?
Loxy. I mean.
Did I?
Yeah, like.
See, I had Loxy beating D-Mac. Do you know what, like I say, I must have thought it was fucking good on the day, otherwise I would have said.
Yeah, I think the Loxy D-Mac, the Loxy iKid battles are the ones that probably brought the most negative judgment on the judging systems within the academy. But I stand by my decisions within that. I think if you look back at both those battles,
I think D-Mac severely underestimated Loxy.
Hold on, just before we go there, what exactly did you judge for the D-Mac Loxy?
I picked Loxy. I mean, and I
That's the right decision.
stand by that. And I've talked, it's been caught on camera a couple of times, me talking to Tox about it, I stand by that, and he didn't back his shit. He did not back his shit about it, I mean, because he can't deny it, he took Loxy light, and it was a theme across the academy, with certain battlers being more experienced, or just thinking they were fucking better than people, just not taking battlers, or taking battles to prove themselves instead of just thinking, oh, I can just half-arse this to walk over my next opponent. But
it's fully fair of D-Mac to think that he's better than anybody going into the
yeah, I mean, every battler should think that they're the best in the world.
He had everyone's support going into it. Everyone thought he was going to be a fucking major deal.
Yeah.
He went in, he did alright in the qualifiers, and then just said nothing to Loxy. Just like literally nothing.
It was 3 rounds of the same shit. It was 3 rounds of the same shit, and I think bravado goes a long way in battle rap. But
that's a fucking important lesson to learn, and it's a big lesson, and it's something that probably he'll take on with him, or has stuck on into his future battles that he'll bring into nights this year.
I want every single battler in the world to be as confident in the world on stage. Talk like you are the best. Just talk that shit. Say it with your chest.
Yeah, because you're never going to be the best if you don't think you are.
Yeah, exactly. But winning a battle, it seems to me, half the time is acting like you're the best. Because if the other person doesn't say shit and you act like you're better than them, you've automatically got a win because someone's being fucking nervous and sneaky and stuff. Just swag on people. It's the only way you can counteract anything.
Yeah.
Someone's got to get aggy in your face. Just be cool. Just fucking do it. Just think you're the best. Don't fucking pay attention. Keep your mouth shut when the other guy's rapping. Do it.
Yeah. So what was I saying about Loxy and iKid? Do you remember?
That you can't remember any of the battle, but you said you thought Loxy won on the day because, like, against D-Mac, she had different things to say.
Right.
It weren't 3 rounds of the same material. She didn't stick to everything too long within a scheme. It is probably why she got the win, to be honest. I mean,
I think Loxy could be a big threat if she got more content into her battles. Like, full respect to her, to be fair. She does what I would never be able to do. But it seems very drawn out through the rounds. Do you know what I mean? If she got the level of content in there that sort of Dean gets into his or Major gets into theirs, her writings are of a really good standard. If she got more in there of it, she probably would have won more battles or would win more battles.
I would agree with that because she said she was a drama major.
Yeah.
At uni, which you can call people posh or whatever. Battle rap, half of that shit is in performance.
Yeah, of course it is.
And personally, I think she might have conned her way to a win in the DMAT battle, looking back, because she was willing to show different things within the battle.
But again, that's what you need to be a fucking great battler. You've got
It doesn't mean it was good
you've
though.
got to have that thinking. It doesn't mean it was good. It doesn't mean it was great. But she did what she needed to do to win.
I agree. Yeah, she won.
Yeah.
But in other people's eyes, that might be why you might think it's different.
Well, fuck those other people.
Yeah, fuck them guys. Episode 1 done. It was a fucking sick year. Can't wait for next year.
It's gonna be fucking mint. Oh, it better be mint. Don't be shit.
Yeah. Hashtag don't be shit. This is a red line thing. Sarcasm City. that's my thing, yeah. Oh, jokes. Jokes. Sarcasm City. You know it's all love. Flawless talks. My guys. Love them all. Shout outs, Premier Battles all the time. I can't believe that you'd let us three dickheads along for the ride. I can't wait to help produce more great content for you next year. And we're going to produce even better content than you guys.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your back.
Say it with your back?
I mean, turn around. Like, subscribe, share, comment, let us know what you want us to talk about. We're going to do everything from movies, battle rap, just talking shit. Just let us know what you want us. If you've got any questions, send them to the email below. I can't wait to talk to you more. Al.